On today's episode of Trucking with Trucker D, does this mud flap get me pulled into a scale? I don't know. We'll find out. Follow me along on my journey today as we deal with DOT Inspection Week. We'll see you out there, y'all. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Trucking with Trucker D. I'm Trucker D, and today we're doing our normal Plymouth to Lowell to Coldwater, back to Plymouth. About 11-12 hour day we got ahead of us, but today's not like any other day. This week is the International or National DOT Inspection Week, or DOT Inspection Blitz. Now, the Blitz is where they're going to be out in force, commercial vehicle enforcement, checking all the commercial vehicles, making sure that their vehicles are up to par. So there's a good chance we may get pulled into a scale today and have to be inspected. We have all our paperwork ready though, so we should be good to go. But the inspection Blitz week started yesterday, May 4th. Today's the 5th, and we got one more day of it tomorrow. So let's hope that today doesn't get interesting and we have a nice boring trip all the way to Indiana, because I think once we get to Indiana, we'll probably be good on the toll road all the way to Coldwater, because we're going to take that to Indiana 9, which runs into Michigan 66, and we make a right turn on US 12, and that's all back roads. So let's go get hooked up to our trailer. Let's get this day started. Let's pray for the best, expect the worst, and hope we make it all right. I'll be bringing y'all along for the ride. Have fun, stick around, follow the journey. Let's find out if I get popped or not. I'll see y'all out there. Later. Must be nice to have that bypass on days like today. 25-15 minimum. Slow this thing down to about 20 miles an hour. By the windows yet though. I'm the only truck in here right at the moment. If that doesn't make things more nerve-wracking on days like today. DOT Inspection Scale number 1 was open. Scale number 2 was closed. Scale number 3 was closed. Scale number 4, the last of the last before the whole exit. Let's see what happens. Started doing this route to Lowell, the scale was never, it was always closed, and it looked like they were doing some sort of construction or something, which I think they were putting those panels in that actually weigh the truck as you drive over top of it. Like we got green light. There's a few trucks sitting over there in the parking lot behind the scale house. So far, so good. That's the last scale of the day. No scales on the 80-90. Now we're going to take US 12 into Coldwater. So we won't even hit that scale over there on 69 today. So the next stop, keep on trucking, y'all. Well, we made it to Lowell. Had no issues, thankfully. And now we're hooked up to our next trailer, ready to head out to Coldwater. Out of 4 scales, we only had to hit 2 of them. And it don't look like the mud flap gave me any issues. I thought for sure they were going to be nitpicky on that little bit of a rip in the mud flap hanging downward, but guess not, thankfully. So now we just got the 80-90, and we don't have any more scales to hit. So we should be A1 in the sun. Day definitely cleared up, got brighter out here. Wifey says it's cloudy back home though, but I'm not there. I'm here enjoying the sunshine. Whoop whoop. Yeah. You know, I like backing into these docks over here because they're a little bit of a challenge, especially when you got to back in next to the wall. But we got it in the hole. It took a couple pull-ups, but hey, you know what? We're not taking a driving test no more, and we're not in school, so hell, I'll pull up as many times as I want. just so I can get that trailer nice straight and into the hole. So, but we got our paperwork and our done up and our macros sent over, and now we're getting ready to head on out of here. Probably be in cold water. Let's see, GPS should tell, be in cold water by about 10 o'clock. We'll take our 30-minute break once we get there, since we got food here in the lunchbox, and try to make it home at a decent time tonight. And then tomorrow we got to come back out here, and then we go to KZoo, and that will be the very last day of the DOT inspection blitz, which I really thought every scale would be open today, and I thought all the state troopers were going to be out in full force pulling people over. But it just seems like a normal day. I'm not gonna lie. Being new at this, I was really tripping about this inspection day, especially with these trailers that we have to pull around. But so far we're A1 in the sun. You know, we're gonna knock on wood though, because we ain't done yet. We can always get pulled over by an enforcement agent. So let's hope for the best, expect the worst, and let's get to cold water. I'll see y'all out on the road, y'all. Later. What's up, all my Trucker D peeps? We're at Coldwater. We've been here for about an hour now. Didn't have no empty trailer to take back to Plymouth, or no basket loads to take back to Plymouth. So after speaking with dispatch, I was told to come down here and find one at the other building, and I was told to disconnect the truck if there was one hooked to it. So I did just that. But lo and behold, what have we been worried about all day long? The DOT National Inspection Blitz. And lo and behold, the trailer we hooked to had no freaking center light up at the top and the back. So let me show y'all what I had to do. Let me turn the lights on so I can be a little bit more visual. And while we're at it, we'll check our four ways. So truck 622 was hooked up to it, and my truck was free. So what I did, well, first let me show you what light I had to fix first real quick. That center light up there at the top, turned out it just had a bad ground. But I'm like, what the hell do I do? Can't climb up to it on the fence because, well, you can't really, there you go. Can't climb up on the fence because where it was parked, the fence is already jacked up top. So what my clever self did is, since this trailer was already hooked up to another truck, I took my truck, got as close to the trailer as I could, and once I was close enough, notice how my truck is tall enough go up to the top of the trailer. So what we did, we played Spider-Man. Climbed out the window, put a foot on the mirror. We bolted ourselves up to the roof. Climbed up to the roof and then bolted ourselves over to that trailer. Climbed down the roof of the trailer with 2 screwdrivers with us. Unscrewed the light, cleaned up the ground, and I got some extra peanut bulbs just in case I needed those too. So, but we're all hooked up now. We gotta send over our macros for the trailer, which macros, since I never really explained it to y'all before, macros are basically the numbers of the messages that we're supposed to send over at each stop. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on that so I can start heading home, because I should have already been on the road. My plan was to leave by 10:30 because I did a 30-minute reset for my 30-minute break down at the other building. So, trucking's fun, but it has its ups and downs. So don't think you're just going to get into this industry and just drive a truck. It ain't that simple. You got bullshit you got to deal with from time to time, but when you love the job and you love the career and you love the company, it's worth it. So with that, y'all, I'm going to send my macros over, and we'll see y'all back in Plymouth. Later. What's up, y'all? As you can see, we're back in Plymouth. We're done for the day. And if you stuck it out through this whole video, well, you can also see that we didn't get DOT inspected, which is kind of a surprise. I was really expecting to get pulled into a scale, especially with that mud flap y'all seen on there earlier. But it didn't happen, so I can't complain. And I still got one more day left of the DOT inspection blitz. So if we get popped tomorrow, we will record. If not, I'm not doing another video. I was just going to add on to this one. So, on another note, how about all that construction out there? It seems like there's more construction out today than there was Monday when I was out. So, you gotta love Michigan, or you just gotta love the expressway in general. I mean, every summer about this time, barrels start popping up, traffic starts backing up, and people start messing up. It is what it is, though, I guess. You know, yeah, another thing with people. A couple times out there today, I was in the slow lane, and I slowed down so people could merge onto the highway. Now, I'm slowing down so they can merge, but what do? They slow down too because they see a truck. It's like, I got this under control. I'm slowing down. I'm flashing my high beams, and y'all are still not trying to speed up. You guys can go faster than us out there. Please. If you see a truck slowing down so you can get on the highway, give your car a little bit of gas and get up to 70 and get going so we can get our trucks back up to speed, or even try to stay at the speed with traffic. So, that's just my little bit of a bitch right there. But, back to the inspection. Like I was saying before, we didn't get inspected. We went through 2 scales, and we made it through. I was really expecting to get inspected. I really expected to get inspected. Say that 10 times fast. I guess there's always tomorrow. We got Kalamazoo and Lowell, Indiana. So we'll be hitting all 4 scales again that we hit today. And then we'll be hitting 3 on the way back. Now, the very third one we're hitting, it'll probably be late at night. So they're supposed to be looking for lights. You know, I've made sure all my lights were working. even that if that meant me climbing on top of a trailer, using my truck to do so, just so I could change that light. But at least I was ready, even though the scale was closed. So, but I'm done rambling. You guys listen to me ramble all the time. I appreciate it. I love that everybody subscribes. So please keep on subscribing, keep on sharing, and keep on liking the videos. And I'll keep bringing you more. So with that, y'all, as I always say before, please be courteous out there on the road to your fellow driver. And let me add, let's use a little common sense while we're out there as well. With that, y'all, I'll see y'all next time. Later.